Okay, Bill. So here's what's behind the scenes and the true expanse of what happened today. What happened today? Here's that full expanse of what happened today. So what I did was I changed out the cold water supply and the hot water to the house lines. They were originally copper lines, half-inch copper to be precise. So I changed them out to 3/4 inch, which meant that I upsized these pipes. I put on ball valves, shut off ball valves here, so I can, if anything should go wrong with this tank, I'm able to shut off the cold water supply, shut off any kind of, backflow water from coming back down here when I'm taking this tank off. So once I shut off this supply line to the boiler and this supply line to the house and shut off the cold water, I can go ahead and unscrew these two, take out this tank very easily. Not a big deal. So I change out the PEX. I change out the copper lines to PEX lines. I upsize them from 1/2 inch to 3/4, which give me a lot more pressure on my feeds for all the bathrooms and everything. I connected in and I tied in the bathroom supply line, the new bathroom. This is the hot and cold supply line that is feeding all the way up to the second floor. And this is my feed to the rest of the house. This was originally brass, which went from a 3/4 inch and they downsized to a 1/2 inch. I upsized it back to 3/4. I converted back to the original 1/2 inch. The change out of these two lines, these two brass lines, will happen. It's another future project, and I'm going to make everything 3/4 inches. So that's what happened in the basement today with regards to the water tie-in for the bathroom and the changing out of the copper lines to the PEX lines. The work is not completely finished as yet because, there's work to be done here. I got to put in support for these lines, straighten them out. These were the coil PEX, so they're kind of like a little bit stubborn in getting straightened, but I will get them straight, as straight as I possibly can later on. As hot water flows through these lines, they're going to become a little bit more relaxed, and I'm able to then, connect them and straighten them out a little better. Let me take you up to the second floor and show you what's going on. I know you saw the end of what happened with regards to the last line of feed and the test that showed that all the pipes were fine and no leaks. So here's what happened here. There's a little story that happened downstairs as well, but I'm going to start from here. Here is the two main lines that goes up to the bathroom upstairs. I put on two valves right here that I can lock off the supply from, from the to isolate the upstairs lines from right at this point. So at this point, there's going to be a soffit that's built around to encase all of these piping, these new piping, along with the waistline, and it's going to be insulated and everything. Those are all my connections here that goes up to the upstairs. When we made the final connection, we were testing this run. I had forgotten to crimp that hot water line, and when I turned on the hot water feed, it totally exploded. I had water all over here, but it was just a matter of crimping the connection that was there, and it was a fix. Right now it's shut off, but it's all good. It was a successful day. The water cut over and tie-in was a huge success. E stopped by, gave me a hand because, again, there was another issue that happened here, and I wish I had the video set up where you can actually see in real time what happened. But what happened was this main water feed here, which is the line that comes from the outside. I have the main connection and the main to the house, and this is the feed that brings in the water, the cold water supply. This line, it's a brass line. when we disconnected the coupler and everything and made our connection transition to this ball valve, and we turned on the water and so on, it leaked. And come to find out, when I was trying to rotate this valve in this direction, it's sort of like there was an over tightening, and also the threading that was there originally was just about a half inch or slightly smaller for some reason. So what I did was I reconnected it, Teflon it, and put on back my NPT to SharkBite connection. And I was like, okay, let's go ahead and test. And it leaked right there, right to that connection point. And then it also leaked further along the line, which meant that when we were tightening this line, it splitted it. So what I had to do was we had to cut the line, retread it. Lucky thing I had a 3/4 inch threader on site that saved the day. Because hadn't it been that way, this would have not been possible tonight. We'd have to shut off from the main valve. I would have been without water for the night. But that never happened. Everything was a huge success. Again, he came through. It was a big help, because sometimes you just need somebody there to, hold this or have a different view or viewpoint on how to do routing and what would be beneficial, what would be better. And, we do the same thing. So it's all good. It was a big success. All right, Us Plus Build. I promised that I was going to show you and tell you, well, not show you, but tell you a little bit of what happened in the background. So there you have it. More to come. Keep watching this space.